Welcome back to North Coast Garage. On this episode, we finished prepping up the small car parts, and then we get some color shot on them. These small parts here, there's so much curvature to them. You can't really use a DA or anything on them. You just got to do it by hand. Want to go nice and light. I like to keep this body line nice and crisp on the top. Henry's out here helping me. Right, Henry?
Yeah. Help will do this.
Just go nice and gently. Nice and gently. Alright?
The Canadian's on now?
I think we're good on this side. I think we need to flip it around and do the other side. This is not blocking, it's just this is just scuffing it up. If you remember, I sprayed the epoxy on this last week, I think it was. And I just need to scuff it up in order to shoot paint on it. Okay, gotta flip it over now. Hold that. Where's mine? This mine?
Yep.
Here, do you want me to get you a new piece? Get a new piece and I'll fold it for you. Let's see the roll. Let's see. Get that back.
Thank you.
There you go. Gently. Gently. Nice and slow. And you keep all your fingers together like this. You don't push with your fingers, you go flat. Alright? See how Daddy does it? Yeah, just like that.
That's super Tanzan.
Hmm?
That's super Tanzan.
What's wrong with the Trans Am?
What made that car? What made it?
Who made it?
Who made it?
What do you mean?
What happened to this car? What happened to this car for it?
Are you saying who made it?
Who made it?
General Motors made it.
Oh, you built to that? You built?
Oh, I didn't build it, no. That car is older than me.
What car was it?
The Trans Am is 14 years older than Daddy.
Oh. That's 6 now. That's
Yeah.
6. That's 6 then.
The Trans Am is 48 years old.
Oh. That's 6 then.
Yeah.
That's 6. That's 6 and older.
Keep your fingers together. Just gently, gently. You don't have to sand it hard.
thought you were going to go for a walk.
I was waiting for you.
I'm ready.
Okay, well then let's go for a walk. We're pretty much done here anyway.
Well, I'm almost done. Dad! Dad, you done yet?
I am almost done.
I'm almost done, Mom. Dad, I'm almost done.
Probably need. Oh, don't.
I figured I'd get these done now so I don't have to do them tomorrow. If I want to paint tomorrow, then they're pretty much done. So I can get them painted before it rains tomorrow morning.
I ate the boat.
This table's going to be come in handy.
You should have moved Henry's car seat so it doesn't get all dirty. That's how Dad does.
Mom, that's beautiful.
Okay, so
Beautiful.
these pieces, let me flip the camera around here. These pieces are pretty much done. I just scuffed them up with some 400. This piece I'm not too worried about. It goes underneath the car. You're never going to see it. And then these pieces here, I'll scuff them up with some 400 tomorrow. Or later tonight, haven't decided. And pretty much almost ready to shoot color. I'm going to take the hood scoop off. That needs to be a couple little things fixed on that. And then I'm going to paint the mirrors as well. Just do all these little small parts and then get it out of the way. Alright, so this is the paint we're going to end up using here. From Home Hardware. This was on sale for $70 for a gallon. So, it's tractor paint basically. Alkali is oil paint, but it's got it's like a hybrid. It's got urethane fortified. It's a rust paint, so I mean this should hold up pretty well. I'll show you the colors here. I got hardener and everything to add into this. Now this can here is actual automotive single stage. Hugger orange. As you can tell, I don't know, it's almost an exact match. Kubota orange is practically almost the same color. You can't even really tell. So, $90. Well, this was $90 for a quart like 10 years ago. Who knows what the price is nowadays? Gallon for $71. Now I got all this universal hardener, flex additive, and this will actually help adhesion, UV protection, and it'll be more flexible on bumpers and less prone to chipping. Chip resistance, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Helps with UV protection. So, it's for urethane, and this is urethane. This is urethane, a hybrid urethane. So. And this also works for urethane. Helps with high gloss. So I also have this for plastic parts and fiberglass parts, and I have some actual automotive grade reducer. So, I mean, all the additives we're adding are professional auto body stuff, so you know, we're working with what we got here. Alright guys, well we're almost ready to mix some paint. I just sprayed the adhesion promoter on. We have to wait about 15 to 20 minutes for that to flash off. Then I can mix some paint. I got the hardener, reducer, and flex additive. Hopefully this all goes good, because you're not really technically supposed to mix this different brands and whatnot, but and it's not even automotive paint, it's tractor paint, so who knows, we'll see what happens. I guess the mix ratio is going to depend on how thick this stuff is. I know using the Rust-Oleum, people use 4 to 1 or 3 to 1. Now I gotta try and pour it without making a frickin' mess here. It's thick. And I made a mess. We'll go 3 to 1. It's really thick. Okay, so I believe, I can't really tell, but we're at that first 2 line there. We'll go to the next 2, reducer. Ugh. Hardener, that reducer, I'm going to shake this. Hasn't been opened in 10 years, better shake it. Hardener. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this flex additive. We'll just go a cap full. Let's get the consistency we like. I know you're supposed to use metal sticks, but I did not have one. Perfect. That looks like 3 to 1 and cap full of flex additive is perfect consistency here. Let's try this. I'm supposed to have a filter to screen this, but again, I don't have one right now. Alright, let's give it a shot. First coat, just a tack coat. Just very lightly. Yeah, should have mask on. Probably should have put a mask on. Whew. There we go. Just a very light coat as your first coat. Doesn't look half-assed too bad. Eventually we're going to have to wet sand and polish. Maybe not these small pieces, but spoiler maybe. I'm going to get a mask on. This stuff is actually probably not good to breathe in. And there's your coat. It doesn't even look that orange peely. Like, that's not bad for, spraying in a garage. If you can hear me, that's not bad for spraying in a garage with very little and wrong prep work. Plus, I'm not a painter. But that's not bad at all. I'm going to do a little bit more on this end here. I got a tiny bit left in the gun. I don't have enough to do a full coat on everything. Gotta hit the top edge of this one right here a little bit more. I don't even know if I can see that on the camera. Luckily it's raining out, so none of the overspray should stick to the neighbors' cars. If it does, I'll polish it for them. When I go to paint the actual car, it's going to be enclosed in a tent with a proper, box fan and furnace filters and proper stuff like that. This is just doing small little parts here. Alright guys, well, I'll shut this off and put the final coat on, and we'll come back a couple hours later and see what it looks like. Alright guys. It's been an hour, maybe a little bit more than an hour since I finished spraying the last coat. And like if you touch the paper, it's a little bit sticky. Nothing on my finger though. So, you know, tractor paint does dry quick. Some people say it doesn't, but if you add the right, you know, hardener and reducer and stuff, it look at that shine. This came out so good for being a garage job. Like, there's not even really any orange peel to this. There's a couple little spots like where you can see some dirt. I mean, but this looks really, really good. For being done in the garage, you know, that I didn't even really clean. I didn't even wet the floor down. This came out really well. Leaves a fingerprint in the paint, so nothing on my finger, but yeah, I'll let this sit overnight before I even try to touch it, just to be 100% sure. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, I didn't do the mirrors or the hood scoop, but I'll have to do that another day. It's like pouring rain outside, so anyway, I'll talk to you later.